Hello, so welcome to my latest getaway to Dartmoor. Mouth's so cold I can't hardly say it. But welcome to my latest getaway to Dartmoor. So welcome to a snowy Yes Tor. So yeah, snowy one today. I've come to Yes Tor, which is kind of my usual go-to snowy spot. I've come to my usual pitch. It's pretty icy here, but it's also pretty windy, and this particular pitch here is quite sheltered. So what I'm going to attempt to do is get rid of some of the snow. So I'm going to kind of just use my boots to get rid of it till I can get a footprint big enough to get the tent on. Here you probably can't see it on the camera, but it's ice. So I need to make sure I'm kind of this side of the ice. It starts around here. So if I get on this patch here, I'll be all right. The reason I'm getting rid of the snow is just I don't want it under the tent really, because it's going to make it unnecessarily cold. Hello. Oh. So that was interesting. The lens, not the screen. So a proper welcome to this particular getaway to Dartmoor. Now things have calmed down a little bit. So yeah, I'm at Yes Tor. Pitched, and it's blowing an absolute hoolie up here. I wasn't expecting this today. I mean, it's going to drop through the night, fingers crossed. But at the moment, it's just show you quickly. Really hammering in that side, that end of the tent. Actually lifting the sleep pad up down there. But yeah, basically I had to get the sleep pad up because kneeling or sitting on the floor when you're on snow is never a good idea. But noisy as it is, the tent will take it. I've pegged it down best I can. I mean, the ground is absolutely frozen. I've just about managed to get most of the pegs through. I noticed that the guy that's behind the camera at the moment is a little bit loose, so I'm going to go and sort that one out. But other than that, it's okay. Things should settle down through the night. So obviously, as you can see, it's been snowing. Forecast is that it's actually supposed to be snowing again now, but clearly it isn't. So we'll see what the night brings. But it's just nice to come up here when there's snow, just something a bit different. Dartmoor's a beautiful place at the best times. When it's snowing, it's even more so. You don't get an opportunity that often to see it or experience it. I'll talk a little bit later about what my plans are for the channel going forward. And I actually had a plan to go somewhere else today before the snow. Changed my mind last minute. But I will. I'll do some talking about it once it's calmed down a bit. And I'm in the tent and things are a little bit more calm. Then I'll fill you all in on kind of what's going on with the channel. Moor Solo here. So yeah, it's a bit of a blizzard at the moment. I don't know if you can see it. I'll just step out into it a minute. It's coming from that way. So I'm just hiding around here a minute. But yeah, a bit of snow. Just why we do this. Oh, I do love it. The forecast is kind of, well, the forecast was heavy snow from now up until 8 o'clock. It's about 20 past 4 now, but it is kind of still on and off. It'll be like this. Let's turn around. Sort of a whiteout really, and then the sun will come back out and it'll ease off a little bit. But then it'll come back again. The tent's taking a bit of a beating. I'll walk around and show you in a sec. But I'm hoping that the wind is going to gradually calm down as the night goes on. Right, I'll leave it there and I'll report in a little while. Oh, so round where the tent is, I had to close the inner door because I came back round and the snow had been blowing into the tent. Looks like proper snow here because the wind's not really making it round to this part, so looks like nice gentle falling snow, but I can assure you it's not like that around the corner. You can see the tent's getting a bit of a battering on this side. It's coping with it fine. I could only find one rock that I could move, so I've opted to put it over on that corner there. It was either it goes on the guy, it goes on that extra one there, which is taking quite a lot of the crap. But I've decided to put it on that corner because I figured, well, if that one goes and that one goes, the main thing is that the base of the tent is still secure. So I've opted to put it on that one. But even though I always have this problem here, even not in the snow, I can't get all of the pegs all the way in. Because it's frozen, I don't think they're going to move. And the wind direction, it's going to go from kind of blowing through there, around here, and then through the night it's going to be kind of coming from this way. So I'll be well protected by this. Let's take you back round. See, this is what I was talking about. It's kind of cleared again now. But as you can see over there, there's still more to come. So I think I've discovered who was responsible for all the tyre tracks on the way up here. Snow's back. Found this little sheltered spot here behind this. A bit more bearable here, as you can see behind me. The snow's pretty heavy at the moment. And if I go and stand up here, it's a very different ball game up here. I'm going to come stand back down over here. Oh, so what better place to talk about the future of Moor Solo than outside in the blizzard? So I'm going to try and make this brief because you don't want to see me rabbiting on forever. But Moor Solo, I started the channel 2 or 3 years ago as a wild camping channel, just documenting my journeys across Dartmoor, camping in various spots. I've done 40 odd videos doing that, and I can only go to so many places to do camp so many times. I needed to make it a little bit more interesting. I refuse to be doing lots of still camera shots and walk-bys and stuff like that, unless I get to the point where I feel that artistically I need to do stuff like that, but it's not kind of what I'm about. As someone who's got a real interest and a love of all things paranormal, I thought, well, why not put a bit of a paranormal spin on my channel and start going to some haunted spots on Dartmoor and other places. But do I start another channel, I'm thinking, or do I just mix it up on the Moor Solo channel? I don't know. Of course, my hand was forced a little bit when in December of 22 I went to Nuns Cross Farm and stayed there and made my video, which kind of went a bit nuts on YouTube, and fortunately it's gave me a whole load of new subscribers. So just want to say thank you very much for everyone who has subscribed to the channel and hasn't unsubscribed. Maybe the channel isn't what you expected it to be, but now you're here, I hope you do stay. And I'm definitely going to be doing some more paranormal stuff going forward. So the plan for today initially was I was going to go to a haunted location on Dartmoor. So I recently bought a book. I'll picture it up on the screen. It's basically a book. It's called Haunted Dartmoor. And I'm sorry, my memory is absolutely shocking, so I've forgotten the name of the author, but I'll put that up there. It's on the book. And it's kind of an A to Z of haunted spots on Dartmoor. So what better thing to do than see if I can, go to some of these places and see what we shall see. So today I was going to go to Brentworth Manor. I think it's called Brentworth Manor. Again, see, memory, shocking. It's a ruin of an old manor, and there's a few spirits that's supposed to haunt the place. It's on the bank of the river which leads to the Avon Dam. So I was going to go there today, see what I could find, carry out a bit of an investigation. But I couldn't really pass up the opportunity to come and camp up on Yes Tor in the snow. I mean, look at it. So I did this instead, last minute. So I hope you enjoy this video. I'm getting cold. I enjoy it. I'm not doing it purely for everybody else, but get to see this beautiful, beautiful landscape and me get a freeze my bollocks off. What better than that? So the channel going forward, yeah, it's going to be a mixture of camping, paranormal. I'm going back to Nuns Cross Farm again in April, and a few more of us this time, and we'll see what we find. We may even put a little movie together, but we'll see what happens. This snow's got really heavy now, as you can see by me gradually getting more and more white. So I hope that's kind of explained everything enough. I will leave it there for a minute, and anything I think I've missed I'll address later on. I need to go and get my waterproof jacket on and then get back out here in the snow. So I'll catch you in a bit. So I see a lad walking down there. He's just come and spoken to me. He's up here with his parents, but he wanted to walk up and see Yes Tor. But I mean, the visibility up here at the moment is not great. So I hope he's going to be okay. He's going to walk basically back to the car, I think over near West Mill. Hello. Still cold solo here. I could be sat at home on my arse, on the chair, watching TV, in the warm, granted. Or I could be here. Look at this. How many people realistically are doing something like this right now? I feel so lucky to have Dartmoor on my doorstep. That's a nice little segue. So at this point, I spent about 5 minutes discussing the recent news about wild camping on Dartmoor and the case with the Darwalls. But that's been rendered moot since recording this video, because Dartmoor National Park Authority have now made an announcement that a deal's been struck with various landowners on the moors, and wild camping is going to be able to continue as long as you're respectful, sensible, and leave no trace. And it won't really affect me based on the places that I go. So probably no point putting this part in the video. So let's crack on with the rest of it. Hello. Oh, snug as a bug in a rug. Finally warmed up. I apologise for the kind of awkward camera angle here, but given the situation, I've got my pack in here. I ain't got much space. I've got the tripod in the vestibule, so it doesn't look brilliant. So I apologise for the bad camera angle, but it's kind of all I could manage to do to film without kind of holding on to the camera. So what's the time? It's only just gone 7. Feels much later. So what have I done? So I'm in a tent, I'm in a sleeping bag. I've put my thermal top on underneath because I was quite cold. So I've got my thermal top, my t-shirt, and now my fleece. And I've got my down jacket here if I need to put that on as well. We'll see how I get on. But this sleep system, I mean, you can't fault it. This Thermarest Neo Wear X Firm, and this my Outkit Sky High 900 bag, 2 of them together. I mean, I'm just not cold at all. So I've cooked. I've had my vegetable hot pot. It was all right. It's just like the minced beef hot pot without the minced beef. So it was okay. You know, it's warm. Filled the spot. As you can see, it's very cold. So behind the camera, I've got the inner and the outer door open. So I'm just looking at the snow, looking at the lights out over Oakhampton. This side I've now closed up. This is the side I cooked in. I thought I'd just show. I've got something a little bit different to drink today, because I was saying to Tara earlier on that, you know, maybe I should be trying something a bit different to beer. Not really much of a beer drinker, so I picked up a couple of these gin and tonics in a can. So this is a pink gin and diet lemonade. It's 5%, but something a little bit different, something a little bit nice. So I'm gonna have that in a minute. I won't do that on camera because, you know, pink gin and lemonade is pink gin and lemonade. But I thought I'd just check in. What I need to get now is one of those, I can't remember what they're called, trekker chairs or something. Basically, Thermarest do, it's like a system of straps. And you can strap up your Thermarest pad to turn it into a chair. Because I'm trying to kind of sit up and I'm really uncomfortable. But I can't really twist because the ground is so cold. I have to be on the pad. So, obviously I can lie down, but it'll make for a particularly awkward looking video. So I'll probably call it a day after this video tonight. But I just wanted to report in. I'd say it's only 7 o'clock, but not going to be that much kind of to report in. The wind is already dropping. I mean, it was quite strong earlier on, but it's much more chilled now than it was. A couple of quick things I wanted to point out. So my bag here. So this is the hand warmer by Okupa. It's on heat number 1 at the moment, which is still quite warm. But I'd just like to thank my girls and their respective other halves. So Tash, Danny, Gemma and Chris, thanks for this. I got this for Christmas. So it makes a big difference. And I haven't got it on me now, it's now up there, but I used my microphone for the first time. I bought a microphone, clips on, Bluetooth microphone. I used it earlier on when I was, after I arrived, just before I pitched the tent. It was a bit loud. It was the first time I tried it. I had it clipped up sort of here. So, you know, you live and you learn. So I think from now on I have to clip it a bit further down, because it was kind of distorting as I was talking. But, you know, if I use that piece of footage in this video, it would have been earlier on, but I'll try and turn the volume down in the editing process. But going forward, I'm using that microphone. Yeah, I'm just going to need to just clip it a bit further away from my voice, so it's not distorting. Morning YouTube. So it's beautiful morning here on Dartmoor. Slept really badly. I don't really know why. I mean, the weather, as you saw or heard last night, was pretty horrendous. The Embasar Elixir 2 being a 2-layer tent with the inner and the outer. It's a 3-season tent, not a 4, so which tend to be sealed up. So because it was snowing and the wind was so strong, it was blowing up between the 2 layers, and then I literally had snow sat on the top of the inner fly. So for half the night I was having to kind of knock it off, because if it sat there, the warmth from me breathing and being alive in general meant it would condense and then be dripping on me through the night. So I'm literally flicking the top of the fly through the night. Hey ho, you know, I always say you don't come to Dartmoor for the sleep, you come for the views. And look at it, what a beautiful morning. So I tried to do a time lapse of the sunrise, but there's like a bank of cloud all the way along the horizon, so you can't really see the sun. It has risen now, but it's a very different morning to what it was an evening. It's so calm, you can probably hear, other than the sound of airplanes flying over, there's just no sound up here at all. It just got to a certain point in the night where I woke up after having a short bout of sleep and I just couldn't hear anything. So perfect packing away conditions. So I'm just gonna sort of enjoy the view for a bit longer. Slowly pack down. I think if I get down to the car too early, it's going to just be an ice rink trying to get out the parking spot. So I'm not going to rush. I'm not going to massively take my time either. So if I get down there and it looks treacherous, I'll just chuck the pack in the car. I'll go for a bit of a walk. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, that will probably be it until I do my leave no trace video in a bit. So let's just take in the view for a bit longer. Catch you in a bit. Okay, so I'm all packed down. That's where I was. So as you can see, there's the rectangular shape of the footprint. I kicked most of that snow out of the way yesterday just so I wouldn't be actually lying on the snow. And then you can sort of see the the hexagonal edges of the Elixir 2 there. So you can see I've left no trace apart from obviously the patch with no snow. But once the snow thaws, then you won't know I'd been here. The rock which I used, it was roughly over there, so I've just left it. Pack's all down and ready to go. Just spending a few minutes taking in the view before I go. So it's been a good one. I know it wasn't kind of what I had planned. Watch this space for kind of a mixture of the camping and the some of the paranormal stuff. You know, if you're one of my subscribers who subscribe for the wild camping and don't like the paranormal stuff, then you know that's cool. What I'll probably do is I'll put playlists up for the the paranormal, non-paranormal stuff like that. Yeah, but, you know, I totally understand the people unsubscribe if you don't like what I'm doing. But you know, I think the wild camping alone has probably run its course because you know, I can only do so much. Just trying to keep it interesting. If I do the paranormal stuff and you know it doesn't really work, then you know I'll review it. But at least it'll be a bit of fun, and hopefully I can get some kind of guests to come along with me, do some collabs and stuff like that, just make it a bit more interesting. But anyway, I'm rabbiting. So right, that's me done for this one. If you made it this far, thanks very much for watching, and you know, I hope you enjoyed the beautiful scenery and a bit of me blabbing on. I know it might be a little bit longer than usual, but I had a few things to address around the channel and this disappointing news that you received this week. But yeah, I'll leave it to it. I hope everybody's well. Thanks again for everybody getting me to over 1,000 subs. You're all awesome. And as I say towards the end of pretty much all my videos, cue the music.